when you think about what a Bard does, it kind of puts someone in stasis, which kind of sucks for the Akali. Akali and Ambessa want to be leveraging the...
Note, Paris getting deep vision. Relech is on his way, but just spotting out this blue take that's now concluded. Lospo is thinking about a face check as well, but SamD holds all for the Scuttle Crab that now spawns at 255, which means we get a little bit more early action. Razork gets whomped for half his HP. Relech is now out of cooldowns.
Oh, this is very scary though.
Paris is going to look for the engage first, finds it nice onto Razork. Relech is kind of isolated in the 1v2. Flag and drag, a Scuttle does go down in the end. Relech looking for the follow-up as well. Razork in a bit more trouble if there's a further engage, but Paris won't take that edge, and Vladdy was ready. Lane for Na'Vi is still being held under control. I will say, no one's really mentioned it, is nice not to see lane swaps. I got pretty sick of them pretty fast. You know, this like 3, 4, 5 minute swap, I mean, towards 8, towards the grubs. It's so nice not to see, as you might even see a solo kill. Let's add one into that. The all-out's going to be popped. Emperor some good kiting, but that W true damage is immense. Under turret, the flip out not even needed. Manta with first blood on his 3rd game in a row of Cassante.
Emperos holds onto the flash throughout the entirety of that skirmish, drops the ignite, but that is an easy first blood for Manta as he solo kills Emperos in the top lane.
There's a reason this guy's just getting his first pick Cassante again. It's clean stuff, and now will not commit the summoner. Didn't have enough damage, he knew it, but Manta now down a flash.
The magic resistance on Manta. Upset, he's going to be denied this wave. That bot side jungle is very scary.
Relech is caught in the middle of it. There, the ulti dodged away from flash over the wall as well. Relech still in a thick of trouble. Flag and Dragon now with the TP. Hang on a minute. Hang on, Poby. Tries to get over the wall. He misses the shuriken flip. He flashes eventually. Fixes the mistake, but...
Dragon off. Relech has now arrived. SamD wants to push out that wave, but Upset's already rotated over. There should be a Dragon for Fnatic.
But it is a collapse. TP's now initiated. Dragon in, but Fnatic not out. Great engage set up by Relech on the back end as well. Cataclysm comes in late, but Fnatic are in the burning pool right now. And all that from Manta on the right side of your screen, while Lospa narrowly avoids collision. Na'Vi come out with 2 and a...
Everything going the way of Na'Vi is the accrue 2 point. I genuinely, you can never tell with pro teams what they do with Herald. It's easier to play for bots because top tower, I mean, that's just gone, right? Manta's been putting so much pressure.
It is dead indeed. Turret's burning down slowly. Manta's just waiting for it to go down. He doesn't care for now. Emperos dodges away from that Natopo strike, but the all-out comes out. The setup for the fire is down, but wait for the W. Flash away. Great flash. Now Maintenance in so much trouble as the setup, the help, Relech to save the day. Ain't a 1v1 anymore with Na'Vi's jungler coming to claim.
Oh, bot lane though, Paris is going to face check.
And he's going to go to his detriment, I guess. Lospa trying to find him, Cataclysm over the wall, quickness as well. There's no W to get him out, bit of shielding. Poby's there, hang on, waiting for the flag, and Paris is just trying to kite it out. Razork, gets him midway, and so does Lospa. That's a kill over to the cow.
It ends up being a trade. I see the Rift Herald gliding towards mid lane. Going to be used on that mid tower.
Behind.
I think they're going to secure this objective, so it's 2 towers.
After casting him last year in EMEA Masters a few times, I said Manta the whole year.
Vision. Yeah, you look at some of these items on the side of Na'Vi, and I mean, yeah, they've got quite the wallets to back up their fighting power.
Lospa's like, okay, I'm going to slowly creep up. Jungle just back. Razork went home. And Fnatic might go home early as well. 3K, 2K, Baron is gone. What a sneak from Na'Vi. It's me, Vetty, because they're going on mid, they're going on bot.
Yeah,
and then they start crushing in.
We've often seen that in this meta, 1 Baron usually isn't enough to end the game. It definitely can be, depending on the match state, but primarily they're used to break these tier 2 towers.
Good flash. Let's now on an ulti, Razork gets it engaged. Flag and Dragon on Paris, but right into the chains of corruption. He's by himself isolated. Cataclysm out, all out back in. Manta says no. Now Lospa's caught out here as well with a great re-engage from Paris. He'll be shielded up and be just fine. Sladdy's in full lethal tempo mode, but Manta's scared. Rather wants to make them scared. Fnatic lost their jungler, and it's a bit whoopsie here as that Baron now gets more use.
I mean, Manta plays that fight perfectly. The moment that Razork goes in, flash EQ combo, and then Manta just says, no, I'm going to turn my attention towards your entire backline, 3 members, and he draws their focus. And he says, go on, try and fight me. And then as Razork tries to get out by using the ultimate, he drags him back into his team. Beautifully played by Manta. I feel like teams really need to start taking away this Cassante from this man.
Where is the damage? Oh my god! He's stepping up the upset. And I'm just waiting. Where's the white bit? Okay, it's gone. Now his health bar's showing. As Roulette steps up in his own right onto Emperos in the mid lane. Razork here to help out, but his Cataclysm is down. A bit of an emote spam, and I would too. Na'Vi are walking over Fnatic with ease. 7.2k gold lead, and it is not slowing down, however clinical and calm it may be. This is one of the best games. I think this is the best game of LEC I've seen so far.
Wow.
The macro word I got to use, and it's got to finish, Fetty.
The way in which Na'Vi has converted their lane leads into the
depending on how this weekend pans out, rather. And again, it would be such an impressive start. Now, Glazing session is over. For the time being, Dragon has been taken. Paris not caught out by Razork setting up his engage, but 3 Dragons with a Hextech Soul on the horizon in 5 minutes of time. Yeah. I was just watching Upset
And
wham into it before.
Upset has not yet completed LDR.
No. So, we wait. Ulti, perfect. Onto Vladdy. Paris to follow up, even more exceptional. Kobe tries to get on in, and Shuriken Flip does the job. There's a perfect execution as well, and all guns blazing here for Na'Vi. Lost Bassoon to go, and even over the wall, he flashes away and almost drops down. But there's Sam D! The sniper from Korea enters, and Na'Vi have done the dirty work, taking 2 more down. The base charge has begun.
Na'Vi don't waste any time. They find a beautiful fight. They find a pick onto Vladdy, one of the biggest wave clear members of Fnatic. And with that, that is the go signal. Sam D popping off as Poby.
He might be in trouble. Flash forward. Nice from Upset. Good pick with the equalizer. Finally, Fnatic gets something in this game, it feels like. But it is only 1 for now. Na'Vi disengage and retreat. They're going to look for their next fighter.
So that is a 4-item Varus with, of course, the boots.
Yep.
And like, just start the Baron. I love it. I love to see it. Put that pressure onto Fnatic. You can turn and force, and Manta keeping the jungler out of the pit.
Like, where's the damage going to come through? Paris even not taking that much from Razork here as well. Keeping them aside those. Chain Corruption from afar. Look at the damage again. Sam D not even nearby. Razork dies mid-flag and drag. Again, those Qs are coming out, but Na'Vi taking a bit more damage than you'd expect. Poby is in the middle of this. Shuriken Flip out. Perfect execution. Flag drag flashed on as well, and Na'Vi need to think twice. Poby still low. The big one hits him from afar. Bloody sends Roulette packing, and a small mistake here as Sam D gets a trade, but Fnatic looking for another, and he's going to die. Mid-Zonias is the survival here from Emperos. No one else to follow up. Fnatic are a little bit low, otherwise maybe the Baron will be started, but the game ain't over yet. This Manta is coming in for the flank. Emperos is the low health target. The level 17 Cassante makes sure that Fnatic are not going to base right here.
A good fight from Fnatic that really comes off the back of the GA from Razork. By starting the Baron, yes, you do buy a lot of time, but I think the decision to turn was a mistake because Roulette doesn't connect his ultimates. And the fact that he took a decent amount and that indecisiveness cost.
It's those comms issues maybe was being talked about before in the pre-game interview. But Na'Vi, the game's not over yet.
He's far away.
Is indeed. Sam D on the back of the pit as well is not going to help out. This is Hextech Soul for Na'Vi. They need this to cement the game and stop this potential of a comeback from springing to their mind. Slowly being done down as Vladdy now joining the fight as well. As you said, Poby has to walk a long way at 3k. The fight looks to be starting off. The Dragon's going to go down and goes in Fnatic's way. The hotpot begins as well. Roulette gets an angle on the back of the pit, but he's burning down. He's now dead. Vladdy's ulti as well. Na'Vi have been thrown.
Enough time to find a good fight. And against the odds, they're back in this game.
It was an 8.5k gold lead, now slithering down to less than 1,000 once this Baron goes down. Been taken away. The game is still going to continue, but Soul has been delayed. 3.5 minutes till the next opportunity. Fnatic are now breaking down this structure mid. Poby sitting in top, so there's not going to be a contest. No fight here for Na'Vi, at least this time around. And gold is now just about even.
When you think about the whole spectrum, compared to Azir Corki, the ability to melt your front line is much more favorable for Fnatic as they pick themselves up.
In a turret defense now begins. Roulette is on an angle, but he's being spotted out by a control ward in that Baylight. Equalizer comes down again, and that just zones out Sam D. Lost takes some damage. Upset as well. Still, Sam D hurts, and maybe with the follow-up from Relech, they can do a bit of damage, but the all-out take separates Razork. Meanwhile, Lost is having a front line because Poby looking for an angle, so is Paris. Re-engaged, but Razork is out on the wing. Empress at half HP. Poby flashes forward. Shuriken Flip has connected. Out of the stasis, he will follow. No! Out of a cooldown as well as Razork. Not down, but Mainta flashes forward to finish it off. Empress is now down. Hexgate taken. This fight ain't over yet.
Na'Vi fighting back as Upset looks for
Poby,
Poby.
One auto took him out. Upset with another auto. Flashes away from Sandy from the hail of arrows. Again, that Q onto Razork. Not as much damage as before. Razork still up with the GA, but a close fight in the end.
Oh my goodness, I feel like the Collector did...
In river as well, it's going to scry out to see Sam D. Fnatic run down mid with the inside track. Inner turret is going to be dropping down here, there's no doubt. It's just about what Na'Vi can get off the back end of it as well. One plate left standing with bloody damage on turrets alongside Upset. Easy work done. 3,000 gold lead just to show you where this game's at now. 10 seconds till the Dragon Betty. Upset a little bit low alongside Bloody, worth considering if that makes a difference in this upcoming fight.
Oh, coming through from Sam B. Paris on the flank. Ultimate used, but he doesn't actually connect onto anyone, Paris.
Oh, but they also use Vladdy's ulti. Vladdy's ulti onto a Rakan. He's now out for now. Razork's also separated, but Sam D is in the hot pot once again. Melting slowly as Paris the first to go. And Sam D dealing with Razork ain't what you wanted. All Mainta now separated as well. It looked like a good start, but Fnatic just took apart the pieces. Ulti from Relech. He tried to find a way back in himself. He's going to flash on Upset, but get one shot. A full-blown ace, and in very Fnatic fashion, they have taken back this game.
In unbelievable fashion, Fnatic fight their way back into the game off of a single Na'Vi mistake around Baron. They will get a clean ace onto Na'Vi, and they'll look to get their second win of the first week of LEC.
In very impressive fashion. Na'Vi has this game in the palm of their hands, and you're right, it was one single mistake. The Fnatic now shut their mouth. They're going to end the first week of LEC versus 2-1 and recover from their loss.
Provide that extra protection.
Yeah, but lane would be hard if they go over that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
for that perspective right now with Bard, he should be better, more safe against
his Aphelios a lot. But while that skirmish was actually happening on the bot side of the map, Nako used his pressure and top to work with Linces to actually set up a top side invade.
On that ward though, hang on, Camilo in trouble, caught out backing, and he's just dead. First blood over to Linces, and Vision does secure.
And that's like the bad part of it. Now he lost, I mean, he didn't lose Flash, lucky him, but that means that Azir will get. So I want to select more of this strategy, and we want to see as well as Na'Vi Flash strategy as well.
The concern.
So now he's chilling because one of the first hard parts went away because now he has boots, right? But now he needs to be extra careful about this like top scattering and the level 6 of Renekton with Ignite as well, right? I'm a bit worried what will happen in the next like 1 minute.
Wait, but hang on, Linces just got level 6. Cosmic Binding hits a wall, there is a stun, you can get some follow-up damage, but Fletchy's also here, and you can might have to burn summon a quick smart, but Linces already pulls out the Cyclone. Magical Journey buys some space, taken away. Ooh. Another Cosmic Binding comes out as well, but Camilo's here. Second follow-up, Linces doesn't have a target, and then shoved back, only Humanoid finds an angle, with Nuko sealing the deal, stealing the kill. Vitality still find one, no matter how desperate it looked.
Yeah, I mean, KCB trying to contest that Scuttle Crab and then overstay in the river, I think was just a really good punish from the side of Vitality, given that they did have that level 6 Wukong.
Uh-oh.
Prime doing his best to hold the wave for his mid laner as well, but now...
Boy, hang on, Colbermate comes through, Dominus in full act as well. Waiting for, well, Ruthless Predator was used before, excuse me, but there's no follow-up with Summoners. Nuko just gets some damage down, and Tao without his TP will have to walk back to lane.
Nuko should like have respected as he did. So Tao now he can reset and maybe they can play grabs. But Lynch will have his ulti back.
As Kazi, he used his pullback just to get the wave in as well, so maybe there's some kill threat here. Ghost has been popped by Hazel, but a bit over-ambitious. Vitality, their wave's not the best spot if they can find this one. As KC Blue, they do start up the grubs on the top side of the map for now. Camilo in a good state now, picking up the lettuce in the river as well, but Linces is also here.
Okay, well, how confident are you in KCB in securing these grubs right now?
I am. I mean, Bard is moving as well, and Rakan is stuck at bot lane. I think they will take at least 2, and maybe the last one, unless something like happens, or maybe Linskas will step up. I mean, he didn't step up. Yes, Bard was moving. I mean, Bard did a really good job by moving, and created like extra pressure.
We hoping that KC Blue can get a decent result here, but in the meantime, Vitality solo lane is going pretty damn well as Dragon starts off in bot. This will be one for Vitality, and it will be their first objective of the game since they lost the grubs. And they lost that first Dragon as well. Now one on the board, and Linces thinks about what he can do down bot.
Linces has been super proactive on the map. I think he's been using his power very well. He's threatening a dive onto Hazel right now.
There's the quickness as well. Linces pulls that first Cyclone. Meanwhile, the 2v2 into full action, but Hazel is in the middle of feathers. Well timed by Kazi. Ryan dies to a solo kill pretty much. And Vitality, that could not have been cleaner.
That late game in should
say. They're very much a mojo kind of team, and Humanoid brings some mojo into Camilo. Well, he flashes away as Hazel does the same down bot and pops the ghost. That's 4 summoners in 5 seconds that KC Blue have lost as Linces was just in the vicinity as well, looking to take a little bit more, but now at risk here as Camilo's getting a bit of backup. There's a run warp as well. Humanoid now in trouble, shifting sands. Where are they? He's rune prisoned up, can't get over the wall. Yukino seals the deal with the first kill for KC Blue.
That's a much needed kill item. Fleshy setting his sights onto Camilo.
Quickness again. And yeah, everything's fine, says Camilo, but we know it's really not. Here comes Linces, and it's Cyclone time once again. Camilo bonked on the head, 3-0. And like last year when Linces is in control, he is very, very slow to relinquish it.
I mean, 3-0-1 on the Wukong. He's a little bit behind in XP as Yukino's been power farming through the jungle.
That damage with Trinity Force and takes it, matches with Hazel. Hazel is out, but look at the damage. That's just some small rotation from Linces.
I mean, now that the role quest has been completed for Hazel, he can rotate up towards mid, but this has just left the bot tower completely exposed. Kazi with a full level advantage over his AD carry counterpart. And with all this gold being funneled into him, Kazi now
between Vitality and KC Blue.
Prime is top lane though. Can they really do much against this Renekton?
He has Dominus available. He has Ignite as well. A 1v2 could be in the cards, but knocked up Infernal Chains. Everything connecting. There's Dominus, bit of healing as well from Cole the Meek. Waiting for a potential Ruthless Predator onto Tau. There's a bit of support coming from Fleshy as well. Linces in the area, even without Cyclone, but Tempered Fate wasn't using the process, but it might just open things up for Herald, which is a win for KC Blue.
They'll take it. Vitality not in a position to contest Linces, having no ultimate available. Is likely saying, hey, we're not really in a good spot to fight this, and our top laner just ulted as well and lost about half his HP. So early grubs to try and put some pressure onto these towers, but KCB has barely gotten close to any of these towers as Vitality continues to put the pressure on.
Fleshy, flash, quickness over the wall, finally connects it, but he doesn't get the knock up. The root is what matters though, and Kazi won't connect it till it's too late. Yukino now ulties in. Fleshy gets out with a quick cleanse, a quick ding of the bell, while a Realm Warp's being used as well. Tempered Fate won't connect from Prime. 4 members mid, and Linces in the meanwhile doesn't fret, just takes Dragon calmly.
Yeah, that's the first rule of improv.
The problem is,
I've never done that.
The problem is, I feel like I'd be bad at improv as Hazel flashes away. Maybe he would be too. He has to come up with a better solution than that. Camilo gets Dominus on. Now he's just going to walk this one into the Croc. Nako kites away. He's got a minion wave waiting for him in his turret, but Aphelios with no flash is a big, scary factor, Eddie, with Baron coming up in a minute. And
Humanoid getting collapsed on. Here's Yukino.
Yep. Tau now. He's doing a bit of damage. Humanoid's bought some time though with the soldiers out. Rather, he's flashed away. Dead eventually though. The follow-up is big from Vitality. Going for Tau first. Yukino on the side is going to ulti out. Meanwhile, Tau is going to flap out and both of them survive. So a nice pick from KC Blue in the end. Or is it? Or is it? Here comes the Monkey from the side. Oh, the hidden Monkey is the deadliest. Man with huge abs is going to die to a bird. And Kazi just walks it in to get in a turret in the meantime.
I mean, Kazi is just farming towers right now. He's got 2 towers in the bot lane. He's secured the tower in mid. KCB should be able to at least exchange this for a tower in the middle lane. Maybe even put some pressure onto top too. But Vitality is quickly running away with this one. The gold lead only continues to mount. They find pick after pick.
Dive.
I don't think you can dive
There is a TP as well, and remember that for Camilo, he's just right pushed up against turret. He just took a turret shot as well. Humanoid looking for the all-in. There's no flash on this Aphelios. He is a fish out of water, Betty. And this time, even though he's able to heal up, it's not for long. Humanoid gets Gordos down, but it's a 1-for-1. Now Nucker comes to the rivers. Meanwhile, Kazi's doing his work from the back end again, and Tao's just walked into a trap. Lintus joins the fray. And over the wall, Yukino's going to drop his Herald. Maybe that gives a way out for Tao, but it's not going to come in time. Not at all. Yukino stunned up. Get in the Herald, he says. Get in the Herald. The eyes exposed. Running home at 1K. It's almost dead, but the turret's in the way. His own turret in the way is Vitality. Ace down. Just get over the wall. But Carth's damage from the back of the fight is so huge. We come back to life. Flesh is poured out. Gets over the wall, but 3 members now following up. Magical Journey from Prime. Meanwhile, Dragon has just been taken, so Fleshy's got the boys coming back in. Yukino, the disrespect to take the ward when the whole of Vitality are on the way. Lintus setting up as well, comes out of the stasis though, and maybe it's okay. Cyclone number 2 though, on the back end from the clone. Lintus getting low, but Tal can't finish the kill. Humanoid will take that trade, and now on Soul Point and 8,000 gold. KC Blue are trying to grasp whatever's in front of them.
I mean, the good news for KCB is that they at the very least going to shut down.
Well, you said you like best of ones. I'm interested, you know.
No,
yeah,
I think the fun of best of ones is you can make overgeneralizations.
Yep.
Sweeping statements.
Is Nucker the best top laner in the league? Against Tao. Well, he was waiting for this one, but he got Lintus' help. Is Lintus the best jungler in the league, Betty?
No, probably not.
But it's best of ones, you just don't know.
He's having a great game, that's for sure.
You don't know, dude. Betty asks important questions, and I have important answers for you. How does he stay safe? Actually, that's not an answer, that's another question. Ignore me. I think we know that the answer is going to be very good with Hazel at half HP, maybe a pick here with the help of Prime, but the quickness to save the day, and that's finally out. I feel like the first time we've seen the old different Kazi as he flashes into a stun, but gets the root nevertheless. Hazel surviving over the wall, but here is Nucko. As I said, maybe better than Zayat. I don't know with all those turret shots. Maybe not. Lindsay's going to run back in. Camilo's got a bit of shielding to help him, but Humanoid with the flash Emperor's Divide gets the flash out of Tao. And Golden is Humanoid. He's still going to drop one down. This game's getting messier by the second.
It certainly is. I mean, Vitality are just full sending it right now. Love the idea from KCB Prime with a good ultimate, but his Q doesn't, it's not really in range to decide, but Hazel doesn't connect his ulti. A good feather pullback from Kazi, and then Nucko just full sending it underneath the tower alongside Linces. Goes a little bit too deep as Camilo ends up punishing him for it.
They got Drake. Hang on a minute. Everyone dismount.
I think KC fans would prefer one win over the other, though.
Well, they are KC fans. Maybe caught out as Humanoid. Here's Yukino again. Tao by his side. Humanoid with a great ulti, but still caught out nevertheless. The shifting sands gets him out of dodge, but the Realm Warp will bring them in. Hang on. Humanoid is dead, that's for sure. Lintus has no flash. He gets over the wall, but Tao's there to follow. With a blast cone, that's one bit of safety, but now running in is Nucko into 4. Is the Renekton enough? Fletcher gets the knock up. Nucko is going to go into GA. Kazi's now here to try and cement the fight, but Hazel on the back end. A 4 versus 3. KC Blue won that fight.
And KC Blue is going to get a Baron. Linces is still in the area. Can he steal this one away?
Well, he has no Cyclone, but he has a Smite at the ready. 1,400, the number to look for. The root comes out. Yukino is almost dead. He needs a Smite. It's stolen! Linces walks in. He'll die, but no Baron for you.
Oh, so close. Yukino, if he'd gotten that Smite, he may very well have given his team away. I think they've only got it on like 1, 2 people.
It's Kazi at least. Who else? As Prime. Kazi, good dodge. Steps up and takes him. Now Tao's in the firing line as well. Kazi, massive root, gets barrier, feathers fly, a double. Kazi versus the world, and I'm pretty sure half the world is dead as Camilo has to Realm Warp out with the flash up, a quick golden stasis, but in with a gleaming quill out with Humanoid. Camilo's dying here, and Vitality silence the doubt.
Kazi quickly puts any hopes of a comeback to bed as he wins out in a 1 versus 2. The arrival of Yukino was a little bit too much to handle, along with getting a kill onto Camilo as well. A tower is secured. The Colt didn't really swing much, though. I will say that shutdown gold proving quite valuable for the side of KCB. Of course, the action isn't over just yet. Keep your eyes on the minimap as Linces is setting up a flank. Hazel could be in some danger.
Knuckles waiting for the rain of anger. Linces is here as well, waiting for a cyclone. Hazel walked up to this big mistake as he flashes away, but not out of range just yet. A good knockup and a good binding from Prime, but Linces will heal that up thanks to the Sundered Sky. Fleshy's out as well. You can unable to reach that range, and the mistake from the Aphelios cost dearly.
Vitality winning out on these skirmishes once again. Waves being pushed in, but
Maybe one push to end them all. One push at least to find the inhibitor. It's getting close towards that inhibitor turret. For now, they'll back off Vitality. Again, that Soul available. Started off by KC Blue, but Nucko pulls out the dominance into 3 members. He flashes onto Hazel. He wants a kill. Goes golden for the time being. Hang on a minute. That guy's got some status. It's a trade, but Hazel's dead. And now KC Blue will be too. Kazi joining up Prime and Camilo as he walks into the pit. Feathers out. Prime can't be there. Flashes into town, but dies. Gets autoed down. The Aatrox healing, resetting his humanoid. Has to ulti, but a 3v3 is where we are left. Humanoid, the range, massive. Prime, too low to contribute, but Camilo and Tau, it is up to the solo laners of KC Blue to keep Vitality away from this Drake.
difference is though, Vitality have their junglers still alive. They have the threat of a smite. We look at the base as well. Minions are making their way towards the entrances of KCB's base. But it looks like KCB just can't afford to care right now. Yukino does have the ulti available, but he's 20 seconds away. Humanoid back alive, TPing back into the fight. KCB cannot contest this dragon.
But they're going to be here regardless. They cannot give up. They do not want to give a Cloud Soul, but I think they have to come to terms with it. And as you said, the smite is going to rain through. Cloud Soul for Vitality. But the poets will not say
Question marks Vitality, rather.
a big answer to Vitality. You know what? 5v5.
Baron, Baron, let's go.
Lock in. Take your seatbelts off. And take your hands off the wheel. We're going in blind. 7k over the wall. Nucko starts a fight. Onto Hazel. Doesn't get a chance. And Nucko just isn't dying. I thought it would be close. I thought it would be scrappy, but Vitality locked the hell in. The windshield's off. And KC Blue have just gone out. 1 and 2 is how they're going to end this week. And Betius, Vitality, they decided enough was enough. They've got to seal the deal themselves.
Nucko decided to put the final nail in the coffin himself as he dives onto the back line and absolutely destroys KCB. With the Baron secured, this should be an easy Nexus secure.
Well, easy's not the word I'd use, but entertaining nevertheless. Vitality, you've got it. I don't know what it is yet, but 2 and 1, you have got it. What? Contemplate.
Oh, he won. He played 2 games. 1-1, 1-1, lost 1.
Yeah, Betty.
Sorry, I don't know.
You have to stick your tongue out like it. He's now kiting, gets away from the briefcase, but that rock is all business as Giant X are coming up river. Sten has to walk and help out Shale, looks for the engage, shield passes, Jun thinks about a target, headbutt, pulverize, and a trample to add as well. Good damage on the Sten, but Giant X are walking into this one as well. No ultis available for Isma, can't turn the engage. Jackie's about to be caught out, he's trying to kite around for the time being. There's the Emperor's Divide, but it does nothing. Team Heretics are walking at him still now with a Realm Warp to cut off his escape. Business comes in, and First Blood comes out. Noah, he's up next as well, but Ice doesn't have level 6, just a bit of poke here from the Varus, but it is still First Blood. More sense.
Yes, that is 100%.
How does it make more sense? It doesn't make any sense. It's bad. Execution. Lot's in a bit of trouble. Tracing has a full combo up, and his energy is good. Now into the World Ender, though. Lot's looking for a bit of healing and some redemptions in the trade, but he'll flap away.
Get the Storm and it slows.
By himself.
It's the easiest way to break it down.
It's not a partnership deal anymore,
Yeah, it's
you know?
not I have this weird feeling that was so long ago. He just phase rushed
What if
out
he
of
kills
there.
the control ward, runs back in the brush, and pretends he's not there?
Do you reckon? Do you reckon that'll work?
Hang on. Watch him walk around.
It's gonna work!
Saren! No, he gets ultied. And you know what? Isma is just waiting. Gets it. There we go. Why did my friend walk up? Whenever Zeke's is up, it's there. Double health crystal, so maybe that theory's out the window. So no Bandle pipes today. I mean, it could still be. He just holds a crystal for extra love. You never know. Chains. Good. In. Minion wave. Unbreakable will. Outside of the chains. Deadly flourish. Blocked. Ice is okay. This is teleport though. It's
This is
deep, and
very
Lot
forced.
is now setting it up, and you're right. But if they can find Ice, all is forgiven. However, now that Isma's here, waiting for more dives, as Lot did commit for this. Trayson's just going to walk it back top.
I don't hate it.
But
ooh.
Jackie's into Seren. He's looking for something after getting caught out last time. Jackie's is a little bit low. All for this dragon. Lot steps up, but
No TP for Tracer means it's hard for him to get involved, but GX committed a lot to try and... So even if they didn't get a kill, I think it was fine if you could force Heretic's bot lane back, because then you can rotate over to Dragon and pick up that objective. The problem is, Jackie's lost the trade pressure around the Dragon, so this is going to be another one picked up for Heretics.
not bad. Are you a doctor?
Hang on, no.
Okay.
Now,
See the contest.
Sten has his ult.
Yeah, clinical, some would say. There's the engage. Nice done from Sten, but this engage, what I'm wondering about. Isma has to ulti out. Never a good sign for a Malphite. Curtain call cut short. Isma almost dead here, by the way, as a nice clonk comes from Sheo. Team Heretics are just taking this steadily. Ginex are panicking a bit.
I mean, Heretics just ran at it. Like, they didn't even overcomplicate it at all.
Yeah.
Sten just ulted. He didn't have to commit his flash at all.
Uh-oh. Lot has found a target, and it's a freebie.
Yes, it is. That was an easy pick secured. As now we go to 2-2 in kills. The Herald will be secured by Heretics, who have just been dominating on the objective front. Bot lane tower was secured by Trayson as well.
For one thing you said on this cast. Because of how good that movie is.
Great movie.
That is one of the best movies of all time, one of the best sound set. Hans Zimmer. Oh my God. Where are we going with this Herald? This is the right way. Okay. There's the Weaver's wall set up. Riley, excuse me, the Emperor's Divide. Everyone's sending it from Team Heretics. And Isma, not sure what his ulti did there. We're going to have to go back to the tape.
I mean, I can tell you right now, the idea was the Herald connects, Seren bounces out, but then Jackie says, no, I'm going to bounce you back in. And then in conjunction with the Malphite ult, they wanted to chain CC Seren underneath the tower and one-shot it. But his flash timing was perfect, able to get away to safety, and then they turned it back onto Jackie's, getting a kill of their own, and putting themselves on soul point.
And on third Drake as well. Lots also not out of the cookie crumbler. He's going to have to pull the World Ender out, but public execution and a team in with a Realm Warp. Seren has really switched on. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. They're on Soul Point. Baron's now up as well. Trayson going to play to the side lane with Sten coming in, and look, everyone's heading down. Will they need anyone else? I mean, Trayson, he's just been so clean on this Ambassador so far. Turret trying to be taken in the meantime, but even though Sten gets the kill, Team Heretics yet again with more blood.
I don't really understand what the game plan is much.
Ice knows.
Yeah, as he should. Good respect indeed.
Sten? Does Sten know? Okay, Sten does not know.
He does not know.
He does not know. Ice is like,
critical information was lacking.
Ice, where the cob.
Ice was just looking as a support, walked into the fog of war like...
What are you doing?
Sir?
Probably pinging him. Yeah, of course.
Bot tower though. Exchange, nice
Too
response.
late. Look at where Sheo is. He knows.
Very nice.
GX have
now with the Baron buff. They can look to get that mid-pressure, maybe contest the next dragon spawning in a minute's time. Seren, though, locks down Jun.
Just going to pull the Unbreakable Wheel, turning into an engage. Sharon's going to be caught out first with Deadly Fire. Jackie's all in, but nicely timed. Zonya's Seren with the mechanics this game and timing's being great as the setup. Just enables Stan to go in with the quickness. Chain Corruption also layer into that climb, but Isma, again, we're looking for the unstoppable onslaught, that rock. Where is it? Everyone else is ultied but him. Want to use it defensively. GX into River line, but I mean, right now,
down Isma's HP.
They're taking the poke, you're right. Watt's going to try and make the engage happen onto Sheo. Deadly Flourish doesn't connect, though. Sheo just walks it back. Isma comes back in with his shield up and available, but Team Heretics, this poke is so deadly. More hit slot.
Seren is trapped in the pit right now. He's just slowly losing HP to the dragon. He needs to do something.
Grayson has whittled down Lot as well. It's not going too well here for GX. Their Baron Cheek was good, but now, how do they stop this soul being taken? Seren running away from the curtain call. Ice's poke doesn't connect. Ice jumps in and look again. The Chain Corruption's beautiful setup from Stenwell. Meanwhile, there is a good Malphite ult that sets up for Isma. He's in the pit, getting low for the dragon. Sten comes in, but there ain't no steal available. GX, stop the soul, find the fight. And in a turn of events, Team Heretics will not get sold tonight.
GX puts him in a dangerous position, and he didn't even use his ultimate. The Mundo got zero value out of that.
And stall this game out for a little bit longer as well. 2 minutes 30 till next Baron. Isma, he now has a Protobelt harness, and he's going to use it well onto Ice. Half HP, but Jackies can't get in range. Now turning onto the Malphite, that rock. is a little less than stones. Sheo picks up the kill. Jackie slowed down the charge and they'll go in. Okay, Sheo almost died though. Not good. Flash. Oh, public execution. Trayson, what an ulti! It's disengaged. It's disengaged well, but not before Jackie's dies. Still a beautiful stuff from there from Trayson as Seren was nowhere near the fight. There's 50 seconds till the Baron. We're going to get an answer as Lot versus Trayson is looking very Trayson favored these days. Ulti comes out right before that Baron spawns. There's public execution to match as well. Xerax is out, but I think Lot is just dropping down. Trayson keeps spinning to win. Waiting for the sledgehammer to come out to close the gap. Trayson is running after him, but Sten now comes in with a quickness. Maybe a bit of overkill, but they wanted to make sure Lot died.
Not ideal that Sten ends up picking the kill up. Sheo does have his ulti available.
But Jackie's doing the drag in the meantime, or at least it looked like it. I think he's pulling off now and walking towards the Baron pit. Team Heretics walking away from the Baron themselves and trying to buy some time, and it's all about them looking for an angle on the top side of this fight, or rather bottom from our perspective.
It's a front-to-back fight, but Heretics just don't have the range to play it. They need to find a flank angle. A lot of this responsibility is...
Engage in onto Sheo. Isma altered. Amundo now flashes away. Crucial mistake. As Trayson now we're looking for the public execution on the side, but Chun is already down. Not a good fight, especially when Trayson does it again. Now Sten comes in with the quickness, flaps his wings, and all of a sudden Giant X is sent packing off the cliff. Mistake after mistake. Giant X punished well.
GX, they got impatient in the fight. They got so desperate to finally find something that they full send it onto Sheo. The Mundo, of all people, is able to tank that engage up, and they turn the fight around. Sten finds a nice angle onto the back line, forces nowhere to flash out, and this is going to be the top tier 2.
Right again as Giant X start off this dragon, but you can see Lot wants to find an angle, Betty. In the river they stand. Giant X, the 2-0 team right now, sitting on the edge a little bit as Trayson looks for his angle again, look for the public execution. All it takes is one chance for to miss. Sten does as well, but not Trayson, not Trayson. He avoids the Emperor's Divide, and he's running in the middle of 4 people. Seren will take one, over the wall, Ice hits another, and Lot will be the last to drop. Isma runs for his life, while Team Heretics put on a clinic in yet another fight.
It's a one-sided fight. While it's true, Heretics don't secure the soul, with a fight like that, they may very well be able to end the game. They have the Baron buff, they secure the ace off the back of this kill onto Isma, and now they just need to run it down mid.
Merry-go-round, but you still have to wear the appropriate safety gear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really thought that they would just kind of run it down mid and at the very least play a one-sided fight. Played well in the front to back at the end of it, but now Heretics back out onto the map with the Baron buff. What's left of it tearing apart the base of GX.
Double inhibitor at the very least, looking for the end now. Giant X. It's been a very strange game. Our first Malphite of the LEC. It hasn't looked too good, but Team Heretics, their fights have looked brilliant. Your inhibitors, well, rather
right now.
Yep. So just walk in anyway.
Yep.
Chun is the one taking the brunt.
But now the
anyway.
top wave is now crashed too, so that's good timing.
And with all the Genomite getting popped there, Tara's going to be now at half HP. The walk-in finish off the rest. This will be triple inhibitor. And Team Heretics walk in. I think it's time. Yeah, who's that? Hello. Sheo. Yeah, get the phone, bro. It's me. Yeah, hey, Sheo. I think we're gonna, what do you reckon? He told me, hey, Betty.
Kind of rolls off the tongue nicer as well.
I don't trust you anymore. I've lost
That's fine.
Betty gets them, I'll let you know. But again, just DM. What's your X these days?
Stop DMing me.
It's only a 40-minute game. As inhibitors break again, we have to think, how will they end it? Have you noticed new inhibitors look like a shockwave going off?
I have noticed that.
Is that the point? You reckon that's the point of it?
I think it's to add a little bit more oomph.
The inhibitors.
All right, Isma, who are you going to ulti?
Let's have a look.
Because I don't think that it's Ice.
I think the minions are going to do the work for them. Okay. All of them come in. Change Corruption. A bit of damage on Lot. The Nexus turrets are slowly whittling down.
That's one.
That's one. Hang on. Can we count together? Sheo, sending it. Okay, we're in. We're finally in. We're going to get rid of the other Nexus turrets. The Team Heretics have done it. The Nexus exposed. Giant X are walking back to the fountain. And Seren is going in. Eventually, Team Heretics will pick up their first win of the LEC versus. Well-deserved.
Games on the champ, 3 and 4. It's a heavy AP topside with the Vi there to apply some of that physical damage.
I think it's going to be interesting because I do agree. I think I love every caveat we're slapping on this.
Yeah,
not legal advice.
Yes.
Do not
This is a
advise.
disclaimer. I think JoJo's good, by the way, guys. Oh, Alvaro on the wrong side of trade. The hook. Oh, that's one of those dangerous hooks that sometimes hits the wall. Heal coming out. Trimby's going to pop a heal of his own as they put the Shape Splitter into the bush to get themselves a little bit of vision. Alvaro, 4 slow, piercing arrow, flash auto! That was beautiful from Paduck. Flashes in, has the piercing arrow immediately, and then clips a Spear of Sojourn, Sundered Sky, something like that. And JoJo, yeah, he's in his ear. He doesn't really want to get MR. As JoJo slides in for Nuke, the Ghost comes out. Trimby going forward, the Miasma. Oh, it's beautiful again from Shifters. They find a second of the fight. And now Nuke is just able to walk his way away.
The coordination was great from Shifters. As you said, the Miasma goes down and fish for plays onto Alvaro, who's flashless. Try and fish for plays elsewhere. Shifters starting to look like they can snowball this.
Did have to invest quite a few summoner spells into that fight. Alvaro's going to step forward. Chain of Corruption, piercing arrow. Super has to step away from the chain that was going to catch him. Alvaro dies for the second time this game, doubling the amount of deaths he's had this year. And now it looks like Shifters are just going to get their second neutral objective of the game. 3 Grubs and a Drake. Depth charge now. Nuke trying to get the presence in the mid lane. JoJo still there, very low HP, and Nuke kind of has to do this back and forth of, well, I can't really step down because we don't have vision control. Elioya could be waiting in the bush. Because in this game, Shifters are really putting them through the ringer. About 1,000 gold lead in the early game. Trimby, Super doesn't know! He's caught up, Chain of Corruption there for the follow-up, and Super goes pop as Trimby and Paduck team up on the bot side. It felt like the optimal way to make sure you get as many waves as possible. Cease and desist going in as JoJo does have the Emperor's Divide. Rooster trying to chase him down. 2-fold Hex might be enough. Needs to hit another, but the weirding dodge. Flash forward from Rooster! The chase in from Ricardo as well as Alvaro look for an engage of his own. Elioya diving onto the back here. Depth charge down is going to knock up Rooster, but they just don't have the damage. It's a Spear of Sojourn and Besser as Paduck trades with Super. Super still has the flash and the barrier, and Bukada's on his way across. Flash in from Super, takes the blue, but Bukada wants to take his life, and Bukada and Paduck will find it. This is now officially
Hook sets up for the kill, and then able to reposition in behind Bukada to set up for the play, but on bot side, we're back to the action.
And JoJo needs to be careful because he's going to get chased down the flank from Trimby and Bukada. And JoJo doesn't really have anywhere to go. The Emperor locked in the alcove. Center alcove of the game.
Yeah, he still has TP, so they're happy to just leave Rooster there for as long as he needs. That's going to be Terra down. Paduck is going to clear out the waves mid. There's no answer for MKOI. Shifters are just outplaying them on the map right now.
It's just really impressive. All round from Shifters. First items complete across the board as well. It's the rocket belt for Trimby. There's only 1 plate remaining on this tower, so even with only a minimal amount of crystalline overgrowth, that tower is going to fall.
They have the TP in on, and it was what MKOI brought back at a 3rd Dragon as well in their game against KC, but Shifters...
And 3 Grubs to 0. This is so one-sided as Alvaro caught out with the cease and desist. Rooster there for the chase. Alvaro doesn't have a summoner to escape his precarious situation. And away from the rockets coming out of that rumble. JoJo now might just be caught out. Vault Breaker in. Rooster looking for the chase. JoJo flashing under the tower. They might just focus on the tower first. Merwin's on his way across. Another Vault Breaker coming out. They'll wait for that tower to fall. Between worlds goes Rooster. The tower does go down, but so does Rooster. Bukada still trading here. It's 1-4 so far. Trimby looking for a flank position. Bukada still chasing in. Paduck TP's in. Depth charge out. Public execution. Can't get him away. And knock him on a Super as he can't escape the clutches of the Shifters. And it's 11-1 now. Not really enough vision for Shifters down towards this bottom side. Shape Splitter in, Mirwin in the pit, Bukada going forward as well. Flame Spitter out for Mirwin. Bukada turns onto him. Petrifying Gate's going to land as well, as it's Bukada who secures the Ocean Soul. Dives in with the Season 6, good to Emperor's Divide onto Trimby, and Nuka knocks them back. JoJo's going to find a shutdown, but now Elioya's in the back of the pit. Rooster can dive over as Trimby chases out his enemy support. A 2-level lead for the Nico, and a very dead Nautilus sent to the depths Mirwin still on the chase here, doesn't have that equalizer. Trimby maybe not enough damage. He's still a support at the end of the day. Elioya will fall though, and will Mirwin an ace for Shifters, but only a couple of their teammates, and Baron available. Paduk has TP. He can get a couple of plates here and then teleport across. They just couldn't do it. MKOI are respawning, but soon they're going to be met with an enemy team has slain Baron Nashor. And Shifters with their Ocean Soul and with their Baron 24 minutes in, taking a 10 to be something you want to do. Maybe it was like Pop Loss and Petrifying Gaze went the wrong way or something, but it was still a great fight overall for Shifters. And yep, they're shifting hard. At the moment into 8th gear. Bukada caught out with a dredge line, but no real follow-up from MKOI wisely. Pop Blossom out as well onto Jojo, who tries to flash away, does have the shifting stance, but he can't get away from the gaze of Nuke. That Petrifying Gaze doing a huge amount of work. Alvaro falling as well. Mirwin TPing in a little bit too late to really assist in anything. Puts the equalizer down to try and clear out the way, but those Baroned up minions are still healthy enough. Inhibitor tower down now for Shifters. 2 members of MKOI down for the next 20 seconds or so. And Shifters might just look for the win here, Rob.
This was not the direction I saw this game going at all, but Shifters showing up. You were concerned about their upcoming schedule. Maybe it's the other teams that need to be.
Apparently so. Super has to use the spell shield to avoid the flash forward from Rooster, but a piercing arrow almost pierces through him. Public execution going in, but it's only on Picard. Trimby tanking the tower. Mirwin trying to get into the backline, does go into that overheat, but just doesn't have the damage to do more than 1 kill onto Shifters. Jojo is back up, puts the Sundisk down, dodges away from the chain of corruption. Elioya falls back, Super Force low. Rooster takes the kill. And it's an alarm for MKOI as Rooster begins to crow. Bukada goes further forward onto Alvaro, can't quite take him down. The Embers Divide just to buy a little bit of space, but Jojo will still fall. Shifters in 26.5 minutes have absolutely routed MKOI. This was a demolition.
The fastest game this place.
There's a tiny bit of flexibility, but knowing Bounce, that is a Vi in the top lane.
All right, we're getting the Vi top lane. I assumed it was going to be just Vi and Orianna in the mid lane.
Looking to see if he can work his way in from the bottom side of this fight, but it's going to be a bit tricky for him. Yahoo coming across, has that Emperor's Divide, Cosmic Binding, divides Reckless back, who has the flash, Polymorph coming out, Moonlight Vigil as well. Reckless almost falls to the Calibrum and will go down, can't get the Temple Fade out. Crowny opening up, Callisto able to flash to the back, and Velia falls as well. Lost Retones have already lost 2. Crowny's going to have to burn his sums to get out of the pit, but Busio is waiting for him. Great flash away, flash in! It tastes purple as the blue wall is built by Lulu and Busio.
I didn't know purple tasted like Durs. KC finding that fight against...
And the gold swings in the favor of KC. Callist has a beat, and we're back onto the Rift. As it seems everything was rectified. Reckless stepping forward here, doesn't have the flash, does have heal, and obviously the magical journey, but with the Cyclone to knock him up into the wild growth, he still gets through Polymorph. Tempered Fate not in time. Wukong goes golden as he claims his prize. Yike on the board for the 2nd time this game.
That
realizing the top lane positioning that comes with the quest, where proxying actually benefits you a lot more than it does the player chasing you. However, Kana has support and Yahoo's here. Emperor's Divide into a nice little combo. Kana gets the roll.
How much he overextends here. And do they want to try and go for something? Because he's actually wrapping towards mid.
Might be looking at Yahoo, who doesn't have that Emperor's Divide, can find the flank. Yike trying to get in here as well. And Nimble strike across the wall, and there's the fight with a shockwave. Cease and desist And he talked about a slam dunk. Well, that's a three-pointer or something. I don't watch basketball, but great stuff from Lost Returns.
Good timing.
With a cannon minion there. He can take out the wave, let the cannon die, then take the tower, deny that little bit more gold. Baus was in range for the XP, but it's a 1.5k lead now for Kana with that first turret gold. Really fattening up his pockets.
Just keeping eyes on where everyone is for this dragon. Basic KC trying to force their way through on the bottom side, but it does mean that Kanye has to move around.
No Wallop's come up for the follow-up CC. Baus is going to go in. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Veli's chasing forward. Baus trying to get away from this. Kana needs another couple of autos. He doesn't get the second, so he flashes. Baus flashes away. Oh, the boomerang tickled the heels of Baus, but he still escapes. Great flash reactions from him. Meanwhile, there's a fight down towards this Drake. It's a Chem Drake. Yahoo does have the Emperor's Divide and is TPing down towards the bottom side.
Yeah, Yahoo's forced out, which is why Lost Returns then feel comfortable to go for this, but the TP in, he's in behind them.
This could look for the Moonlight Vigil. Flash shockwave! Beautiful from Lost Returns. The Cyclone coming out as Yahoo tries to join the fray. Crowley's going to have the flash, but Destiny's Smash finds its mark. Yike looking for Nemesis. Velia gets another, and Yahoo's not able to get the damage down in the end. The Mundo is sent on PTO, will fall.
His first, but I believe Reckless was used earlier to try and catch Yahoo as well. So in this position, just ult economy advantage.
They were falling behind in games. They always found these avenues to approach the match to get themselves back into it. It is still, ooh, I don't think that was deliberate. Maybe it was, maybe Yike's just going to ride it to the mid lane. Okay, yeah. Often when you see it immediately placed, it's not deliberate, but it looks like Yike's just going to ride it straight through. Quick enough to dodge the Tempered Fate.
I think that's why. I think they saw Reckless on the bottom side and knew that that was kind of their one window to use it before Reckless was able to defend a lot of the turrets. So
really just vying for vision control more than anything and to try and take this mid-tier one.
And there it goes. Currently able to pick that one up, and now they've already set up that highway towards that top side of the map. Yike there in position to try and cover Yahoo. Hoping Busio can come here as well, because there's a lot of LR members.
Yike with the shotgun. Nemesis flashing away. As the Cyclone comes out, Shockwave dodged by Yahoo. Another Cyclone out, but Velia is able to tank it. The Wild Growth coming in, Tempered Fate almost clipped the Lulu before she could get her ultimate off, and now Yike's in the middle of Lost Returns. Another Polymorph coming out, but Velia claims the kill. It's a 5v3 on this top side now in favor of Lost Returns, and they'll just set up for a kill and back away.
The confidence starting to come through here for Lost Returns. The mid tower, the immediate run top, the picks are happening. And KC were scrambling to try and cover, but they're too late, and now Kana
needs to get out of here. Doesn't have the flash. The Narm into the wall, dodged by Nemesis. A Wallop follow-up, but Crowley won't fall, and Kana will. Kana trying to delay the backs of Lost Returns so Yahoo could take this bot lane tier 1, sacrifices his own life to do it.
See either, so Lost Returns happy to just set up shop here in the bottom side and make it uncomfortable as Nemesis waits.
Nemesis has no flash. The Cyclone gets the first knockup, looking for the second. Tempered Fate just short of hitting Busio and Yahoo, but now Yike is behind enemy lines and Lost Returns can try and chase him down. Yike has a lot of tools in his toolkit to get out of this one. Crowney puts the fast out automation down, flashes forward, and Yike will fall. Crowney claims it. With 12 seconds with a Mundo, like sometimes you see, if that's a Jhin instead of an Aphelios, you're worried.
Jhin
the entirety of the fight. So you need that grievous wound application. That's the last Whisper. As KC mostly playing towards the top side here. Baus going in onto Kana. Now has to get out, but Kana's just going to chase him down. No real escape for Baus. A solo. Continues to extend it where he can. Is level 17, 2 levels higher than anyone else in the game. Reckless looking for him now, but misses the Cosmic Binding. Nemesis still on the chase. There's a Shockwave for the follow-up. Kana has the flash, will jump and flash into the hit as the Magical Journey goes for the follow-up. Nemesis flashes forward and finds him with the command attack. Meanwhile, KC tried to push through that mid lane, couldn't get the wave any further up. Yahoo
click CC for someone like Kalist. A lot of damage coming through from Nemesis. Good follow.
And Crescendum, and Lost Returns are left a little bit unawares. The Tempered Fate comes out. Lost Returns pulled away from the Drake that they were looking for, but good Tempered Fate will stop any possibility of that Baron take.
It does mean they're pulled entirely away from the Dragon, though, and opportunity for KC to try and re-establish themselves here. Kind of reset and bought that Sterix Gauge, thanks to that time bought with that Baron Rush. And now no Tempered Phase. It's only the boss that can beat the Engage tool.
Yike looking for that flank position. Lost Returns. Nimbus strike forward. There's a Cyclone. The follow-up with the Moonlight Vigil as well into the Polymorph. Nemesis goes on a rampage, but immediately we see Crowney falling. Kalist going low though as well as Nemesis continues to open up. Kana has the Gnar, but no flash, remember, as Yike dodges across the wall. The chase now onto that Gnar. As Baus, Reckless, and Nemesis survive the onslaught of KC.
The punchback from Lost Ratones taking out both Kalist and Yahoo was devastating for KC in that one. They should be able to just more for
So
Nemesis. Immediately takes out Yahoo. Kalist goes next, and now it's KC. Reckless trying to buy time.
There's the smite. There's the Drake over to KC.
And that was my worry, was if you end up giving that time
third
over, item going to come through for Crownie, which means he's going to be massive as well. Avelia, he's on the hunt.
Duelis to try and get away. And use the decoy. Yike going back in. Kalist tries to open up onto Crownie. Cease and desist coming out from Baus. They're going to lock up Kalist, but Baus is in the middle of them all with a polymorph, and Kalist survives through it. Lost Ratones couldn't chase any further. And now KC on the front foot, 4v5 in their favor. Crownie very low as Kana looks for a little bit more. Is about to go Mega. Doesn't have the vision in that bush. Reckless and Nemesis able to dodge away. The Baron going to be begun here for KC. Not the best guns.
Move on to the pot wave that was stacking and try and at least get some plates, if not the turret, in trade.
Should be able to take the tower down. As Nemesis, Reckless, and Lilia are across here. The auto attacks with that clockwork run-up coming out from Nemesis will take down this tier 2. Meanwhile, though, Kana has decided just to push through the top side because he knows the rest of his team can try and delay. Yahoo in the mid lane as well is going to look for a tier 2 of his own. Nemesis able to walk his way away.
Yeah, Yahoo needs to be careful. The Reckless going to find him here.
Then put bait just in time. Finds the stun. Crownie's here. Yahoo sliding, shifting with those stands away. Dodges to his soldiers and manages to escape the fray. Meanwhile, Yike's looking for an invade as Nemesis does have that shockwave. That's the thing. No one can match Kana in a 1v1 at the moment. So if one Yike could look for them, the rest of KC are on their way down. Yahoo using the Sun Disc here. Scryer's Bloom coming out. Yike on that flank. Kalist stepping forward. Cyclone onto the backline. Velia now the target, but the Cyclone's not going to get the knockup. Tempered bait going on to Yahoo, who does still have that Emperor Divide. Moonlight Vigil out with the Inferno will do a little bit of work. Baus jumping forward. Kana about to go Mega here as well. And Lost Ratones need to respect the Gnar. Level 20 bounces his way out. The Drake is up and Lost Ratones, a lot of them sitting at half HP. Looks like Kalist will turn his attention to the Drake first.
There's no vision, so they actually don't know where Kalist is, or they started that ward just showing it, but Kalist had already finished it off. KC kind of bluffing their way through that off of Kana and actually picking up the dragon without much contest.
And now KC need to go for their resets, clear out that top. I think they'll be much more impressed with this performance than they have been impressed with previously. Here's the tempered bait, the auto for the slow. Reckless finds the cosmic binding as well, and there's the follow-up. But the wild good season assist dives onto Kalist, who has to clutch away himself. Meanwhile, Yike's on the backline, but the Cyclone has to use his decoy to try and get away. Kalist kills off Baus. Kana in the middle of them, does have that Gnar, does have his flash, can look for Moonlight Vigil. Gravitum onto Nemesis, yeeted back the stopwatch in time. Velia now trying to protect his mid laner, but an Emperor's Divide and a flash is enough to take down his Nemesis. The resurrection for Crownie will not last for long as KC find the fight.
The mechanics for Lost Ratones are there, the decisions they tried to put down, but KC outplay in the moment, and it is KC who are now barreling towards the nexus of the Rats.
Some sort of miraculous heroic defense from Velia and from Reckless needs to be enacted, because otherwise KC as 5 are going to take down these Nexus towers. Kalist opens up and immediately they melt in front of him. A hot knife through butter as KC will take the win, will go 2-1, and will mean that Lost Ratones end week 1 without a threat from the Oriana, although with the clockwork wind up early, you don't want to be trading. So we'll see how effective Leader can be at getting those stacks up and moving around the map. Does have some range and has...
But Leader really needs some help. So for Skeens, it's, hey, can we try and make any sort of play mid? And you just look at the minimap. It's just this rotating. Oh no!
You want accelerated shock blast. Leader does still have the flash cap.
It's actually really well orchestrated by G2 to defend the advantage that they have here.
And Leader now at the point where he puts down that singularity, tries to clear out the way, going in with the Astral Fly as they flash on the caps. You just can't save him enough. Mickey and Skeens come in. If you haven't been watching the EU LCS or the LEC for that long, you might wonder as Lebrov lands the hook onto Yoppa, forces him low. Mystic shot hits. The Cosmic Binding a little bit too late there for Mickey. It's G2 get on the board in this game. Cap's looking for a chase here. Does have the shockwave. That level 6 already hit. W1D3 looking for Wonder off towards the top side. Astral Flight away from Leader in the mid lane, gets him to safety. Wonder now has 6 of his own. W1D3 did go all out. Too much of a contest from SK.
Caps using the shockwave in the mid to get the damage that he needed, and with Yoppa back in base, they're going to back away. Mickey, lucky that he hit the sidestep. High support incoming.
Yeah, but Skewon should just be able to walk his way out of this one.
Yeah.
Please leave the area.
Oh, Leader.
Yeah, this is not great for Leader. Flash Shockwave pulls him back and Caps finds it. We'll call it a solo kill, but there was a lot of assistance. Yeah, G2 really want to get to 2-3 items. And if they can get there even or slightly ahead, as they are at the moment, as the cease and desist comes in, LeBron looking for the hook. Temper Fate not going to be used as of yet, as Mickey's yet to hit the 6, but there's the Shockwave, and you talked about it, Dagda. They all go into the meat grinder, they're cut to ribbons by G2. It's 3 on the play, 5-1 now for G2. There was enough from Caps to just force Leader away. Because of this, the Dre.
Oh, no! He was already dead! You don't need to keep kicking him!
True Shot Barrage out of this world, taking down an Astro Dragon. Can G2 take down the Drake as well? They've done it 5 times this game. 2 to neutrals, 3 to Leader. And for SK, really, you're looking at how do we get back in, because Skeen's now caught, Caps is there again, Skewmont claims
A lot of the old men are on SK.
Yes.
Earlier bedtimes. They
It's
can't
true.
stay up past that.
It's true, man.
So-
It's true.
It hasn't, yeah, it's a bedtime death.
I Wonder is a WoW player, though, so he probably never goes to bed. It's a great flash. Cosmic Binding from Mickey, trying to revitalize his team as they look for Hans Summer, but a good dredge line from LeBron will catch onto Yoppa and force Mickey and Yoppa away. Depth charge onto Mickey, a Tempered Fate, still the shot blast lands. Mystic Shot does not, and LeBron in the end will claim the kill. 8-1 now G2.
Silver lining that kill goes across to LeBron in the end. Mickey tried everything to escape. But Caps, what's happening here?
Cease and desist into the falling star, into the sun, into the flash, into the shockwave. No way! He gets out, the ball breaker flash from Skeens will find a True Shot Barrage going wide there as Skewmon's on the chase. Vi will fall to the chase. Didn't see that in an episode of Arcane as Wonder has to flash away towards the top side.
Still though, Skewon is hovering around this mid. The accelerated shock blast up. Leader, don't please don't die to us.
Oh, yay! 5,000 gold ahead at 13 minutes. And now Wonder.
He's going to die to the accelerated shock blast.
300 HP is not enough. He can put that shield up. He might die to the second one. Wonder going in. WonderPlay low mana here. TP's coming out as Wonder gets another shield. And G2 double TPs, in fact. Now LeBron's like, okay, we can go on Mickey. And the dredge line, hook line, and sinker, it seems. Cosmic Binder coming out, but Hans flashes over afterwards and hits the Mystic Shot. Yoppa not blocking for his support.
Kind of needed to tank one of those Mystic shots.
You know, it's Mickey's fault. Mickey's fault.
Mickey, please come back. Mickey, please come back. Because they're setting up for a dive, but I don't think Yoppa's going to have a fun time once Caps gets here.
Yeah, it's a little bit on fire for SK. But importantly, they did beat
Is he just opting into Rylays instead? Is he?
No, Rylays is blasting
T3?
wand.
But Rylays is still.
You think Lost
Giant
Chapter Giant Spell? Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
no, I mean just Giant Spell team.
I get you, yeah. Another kill happened.
Yeah.
Skeens died again. Mickey is going to follow suit. Oh, Skeen got baited! Mickey's so happy, he's smiling. Ear to ear right now. Great bait, mate. As Skewmon picks up a triple to round it off. Caps survives. Yeah, I'm not sure where Leader's going. I don't know mid lane builds as well as I know support builds. If it were a Kindle gem, Rob, you'd be all over that bad boy.
Oh, stop. We'll be so ready. But, yeah, I don't actually know. I don't think anything builds at a Lost Chapter in Giant Spell.
Yeah, not alright. Oh, Public Execution going down onto Caps, who did TP up to this top side, chose the battle. Oh, Leader's here! Caps with a stopwatch, WonderPlay trying to defend, the skies descend, and Caps almost survives. WonderPlay now turns his attention to the Galaxy Dragon. A Tempered Fate will buy a second. TP coming in as well from Yoppa as G2 might have to run away. It's a 5v2 now. As SK have all but abandoned their bottom side. And we'll be giving up a tier 2.
He was like, for my birthday, can we please win?
Yeah. He's playing the most PvE game I've seen in a while. Yoppa trying to get away from this, doesn't have the flash. The shockwave, not enough damage. Guardian, True Shot, Caps gets it in the end. BB now coming across. Will it be his first kill or assist? Tempered Fate, it won't. Mickey escapes his clutches. As the tower in the top lane, the new target for G2. In the mid lane, Hansama dealing handily with Wonder, who was looking for a flank position. And Skumont stealing away more of the jungle. Almost a flame horizon in the jungle now.
Does Caps kill leader here?
Without Shockwave, I think it's trickier. Does have Zhonya's. Oh,
does leader
Caps
kill
survive?
Caps?
We will see. Here
There's
we
no
go.
way.
They defrosted him today. Skeens in with cease and desist. Public execution for the follow-up. Falling Star out as well. Shockwave, stopwatch. Skeens able to escape. And Caps does fall, but it's Wonder that gets the kill. Brokenblade looking for a little bit more. Can't find any of it. Because as we have previously noted, today he is not allowed to participate in kills, deaths, or assists.
At least it's something.
And for SK, like, this is collapse, right? This is not... A poor early game has led to absolute disaster.
Yeah.
And at this point, you're like, okay, maybe we can find a way back in the game, but you're writing this one off already, pretty much.
Yeah, you're kind of just hoping for a miracle, like G2 gets sloppy and you can kind of use Wonder and Skeens to continue to get these picks, but outside of that, I just don't really see a world, so kind of just have a bit of fun with it, you know?
Yeah, you might as well. Enjoy yourself. Leader, is it the first item?
As a professional analyst for League of Legends, no.
Bring it back.
As just someone who likes dumb shit, that's where I want. That's what I like.
Oh, Skeens looking for LeBron. Dredgeline's not going to hit. There's a singularity down. LeBron flashes over the wall. Astral Flight from Leader immediately cancelled. He didn't want to go any deeper than that. Drake up in 50 seconds time would be Soul.
Come on, BB, you can get an assist. Get in there.
That poor guy. Oh!
See? He could have got one.
Oh!
See? He could have got one.
So close. So that's going to be Mountain Soul for G2.
Yeah, I feel like BB is like the brother that has the player 2 controller that's not plugged in right now. Because everyone else gets to play the game from like a screen away, and he's just Cassante.
I'm helping, guys. I'm helping, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, BB.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, and we'll get you some.
Ooh, Wonder tanks a tower shot. Tanks another one. And a third. And a fourth. BB. Oh, he's looking. Oh, he missed. Oh, he gets the Pathmaker. Pathmaker execution.
Okay, Wonder, you have to escape.
Wonder, you gotta get out. He flashes. Let's go. Get out, Wonder.
Yes.
Come on. No,
wait.
TP. No. BB's on the board. And they got sold. You told me this was a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was just like putting your hands at the door and then banging the door.
Like, we joke and we mean because they've been so far ahead for so long as LeBron finds another, but he's been finding a ton of them. True Shot Barrage coming out from Hansama just to make sure they get the kill. G2 have played really well with this lead, but it has been so done for so long that all you can do is chuckle a smidge, chuckle a tad.
It was on the 4th leader reset, I realized this game was over.
Pretty donezo.
So I think it was about 2.5 minutes into the game, you know, because we're at the faster speeds.
Yes. G2 pushing in for the Nexus. Broken Blade pushing in the top lane. I think it's just G2 looking for the wave clear more than anything. I expect them to actually move up towards top side as soon as BB. You think they just end the game here? They're all caught in the singularity. They don't have minions. Tempered Fate coming out. Cosmic Binding just a smidge too early there from Mickey. As now G2 push in, Mickey flashing away, cease and desist going in, there's the falling star schemes. The first to fall though as G2 disengage pretty well, and Hansama gets the double. He's looking for a little bit more as Mickey tries to run for the hills. Cosmic Bind is going to land, missing shot going wide. BB doesn't die on his birthday. And now G2 will continue to push in. SK, no real way for them to defend at all. The Nexus towers fall, the flash in from LeBron for another. Mickey sent to the dirt for the 5th time this game. And they'll chase onto the fountain, because why ever not? A double for Hans, surrounded out, an unofficial quadra. The Nexus goes down in 25-30 with a 17,000